planning.
Yep.
So we really can't do anything with that at all.
All right, so we are not even gonna say 51, right? Just leave it at 2. The next one is 55. This is the recreational vehicles. It's also in the planning.
Yep.
I think it's the same. 56.
56 is gonna go, 2, 3, vote.
Okay. Second and third. Anyone want to discuss?
I think we're down to everything that needed to be corrected, Mr. Gaddetti.
So the conversation at the last work session focused around whether applications are required for each person going and peddling or soliciting, which the existing language does require that. And the discussion was also focused on what is the application fee. It's currently 20. The last proposed amendment proposed us basically setting that up to $100 per applicant. Based on the discussion, we basically pulled that out of the ordinance. So if you vote to amend the ordinance to the most recent version that you received this week, it's back to the $20 per application. The only other thing that was modified since the last version you got was all references to canvassing are removed from the sections of the ordinance. The mention of canvassing in the title of the ordinance that you have should stay in there, because we do define canvassing more or less to define what's not being regulated by that chapter of the code.
If this passes and gets signed into law, when would the new requirements go into effect? When people renew their permits? So existing permits would just...
Yeah,
Okay.
so anything issued before the passage date would be under the old rules. Anything moving forward would be under the new rules, which really you're not changing a whole lot.
Right, you're just
So-
saying that every individual has to be an applicant.
Well, that's already
That's
in
already
there.
how it is.
That's already in
I mean,
there.
you're gonna start enforcing it.
So from a practical, yeah, so anytime somebody comes in for an application from now on, the police department's gonna make sure that each and every person has a separate application and they go through that process.
Makes sense.
But we are changing the time.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, wasn't that the whole point of it? You are
Yeah, so
changing,
it's currently, peddlers solicit up to a half hour after sunset as defined by federal standards. You're basically carving out that half hour, cutting off that half hour, so now it's up to sunset.
Up to sunset.
And I think your guys' perspective on that is, it's a public safety issue, not to have somebody on the roads walking, you know, and having the risk of them getting struck by a vehicle or something like that after dark.
And I will have to make the motion to amend to the present verbiage.
Yes, sir.
Before he offers it, or after he offers it.
You can offer it for second and third reading, then make the motion to amend, and then you can make the motion to pass and post.
Since I'm seconding you, I'll second the motion to amend it.
Okay.
Anyone else have any questions, or? All right, that'll be second and third reading, and then 64 is related to 55, so we can't proceed with it either. Under motions and legislative action, I have to give credit to John for pointing this out and reminding us, but our meetings for November and December that land around the holidays are the 27th and 25th. I was gonna make a motion to cancel those 2 meetings, and I believe Councilor Ventura was gonna second that, right?
That's correct.
Anyone object to that or want to discuss it? We do this almost every year since I've been here, probably even long before me.
We're not gonna meet on Christmas.
Well, you could, just come here at 7:30 p.m.
Okay. I'm available, obviously. You and me.
All right, I think that's it, unless anyone else has anything else. And if not, Christy would like to take our photo outside.
7:30 PM. Mr. Hoover, will you please call the roll?
Ms. Brandt.
Here.
Mr. Ferraro.
Here.
Mr. Finley.
Here.
Mr. Garvis.
Here.
Mr. Ventura.
Here.
Now I ask Chaplain O'Brien to lead us in the invocation, and if you would all please stand.
Good evening, members of council, city staff, fellow residents. As we continue working together to shape the future of our community, it's important to recognize the shared responsibilities we all have in ensuring our city remains a safe, vibrant, and welcoming place for everyone. From infrastructure improvements to supporting local businesses and addressing community needs, our collective efforts are what we make this city thrive. I'd also like to take a moment to honor and thank the members of our police and fire departments. These brave men and women work tirelessly, often behind the scenes and under challenging conditions, to keep our neighborhoods safe and respond quickly in time of crisis. Their dedication, professionalism, and compassion are deeply appreciated, and we are fortunate to have such committed public servants protecting our community every day. Amen. And now our Honorable Mayor Nick Molnar will lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Chaplain O'Brien.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you as always. Okay, approval of minutes.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the Thursday, September 25th, 2025 regular council meeting.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public comments? We have none this evening. Correspondence from the clerk.
Yes, sir, I have two. The first one was sent to the police department. Said, we just wanted to thank you for responding so quickly to our request to have a speed sign added to Twinsburg Road. Thank you for saving our children, bikers, and joggers, and our wildlife. And that's from Jeff and Janet Glia, 7608 Tiber Court. And then there's also a letter sent to the fire department from Sheriff Candy Fothery. It says, Dear Chief Ripley, on behalf of the Summit County Sheriff's Office and the Summit Regional Human Trafficking Task Force, I'd like to extend our sincere gratitude for the exceptional support your agency provided during the recent undercover operation conducted in coordination with our team. The assistance your agency gave helped the task force in making a total of 30 arrests during Operation Next Door with the Ohio Attorney General's office. The professionalism, discretion, and dedication demonstrated by your personnel were critical to the successful execution of this complex and sensitive operation. Their ability to integrate seamlessly with our investigative team and maintain operational security was truly commendable. Your agency's contributions played a key role in achieving the objectives of the operation and ensuring the safety of all involved. We commend the following individuals for their assistance: Firefighter Ryan Zapora, drone pilot; Firefighter Jack Pitson, drone pilot; Firefighter Robert Searson, drone pilot; Auxiliary Roger Mortimer, drone pilot; and Detective Matt Neuronis. We deeply value the collaboration and trust that exists between our agencies, and we look forward to continuing this strong working relationship in future joint efforts. Please extend our thanks and appreciation to all members of your team who are involved. Should we require any assistance from our agency in the future, do not hesitate to reach out. Respectfully, Lieutenant B. Davidson, Detective Bureau Commander, Summit Regional HTTF Director, and Drone Response Unit Commander. And that is all.
Thank you. And good work, Chief Ripley, and it did include members of the police department staff, so thank you, Chief Yakupowicz, as well. Okay, moving into pending our new legislation, we have ordinance number 56.
I offer ordinance number 56, 2025 for its second and third reading by title only.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
An ordinance amending Chapter 761 of the City of Macedonia's codified ordinances pertaining to peddlers, solicitors, and canvassers.
Director Goodetti.
So I believe the next motion that will be made by council is to amend this to reflect the most recent version distributed. This has obviously been discussed previously. The most recent version primarily does two things. One, removes the references to canvassers, and two, retains the $20 application fee instead of the $100 fee that was previously proposed.
Thank you.
I make a motion to amend the ordinance to read as the present verbiage.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any further discussion?
I offer ordinance number 55, or 56, 2025 to post and according to law.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ordinance 56 carries. Are there any other motions or legislative actions?
Yes, Mayor, I would like to make a motion to cancel the November 27th and December 25th city council meetings.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, next up is the mayor's report. I'll start with Nordonia football. I made a friendly wager with Mayor Scafidi, as I always do, about the Nordonia versus Twinsburg game, and we fortunately won that game, and he's been a good sport about that. We took a picture on our football field here at Nordonia, and I know it was painful for him to do that, but to the victor goes the spoils, I guess. But he's a great sport, and I want to thank him publicly for that, because we've won pretty much the past several years, and but I appreciate the fun he has with it and our crosstown rivalry. Next on my list is Halloween. It will be on October 31st from 6 to 8. I'll be forthright with this. I've had a lot of people call about changing that date due to football. Allow me to be very clear. I'm a big fan of the Cleveland Browns, the Ohio State Buckeyes, and especially Nordonia football. Being a graduate of the school, it's always been fun to be a fan of them. And if you don't know, Nordonia really produces some really good football players. If you go into the gym, there's a bunch that have been to the NFL. I believe there's 6 that have gone to the NFL in the past 15 or 20 years. I mean, that says something about a small school, so take a lot of pride in that. But I understand the thought with that, but I had other people calling me saying, well, if you move it to Saturday, you know, we have all these other activities, and we've just remained consistent. I know it's going to upset some folks that we're doing it on that day, but in my thinking, it just remained consistent, and it makes it a lot easier moving forward. If we know what we're doing all the time, it's always going to be on October 31st from 6 to 8. You know, rain, sleet, or snow, it is what it is. So just understand why that decision was made, and every year I get a call about something to change that. I'm just going to remain consistent. I think it's the best way to handle it, and believe me, I thought about it, but I think that's what's best. I want to throw a big thank you out to all those that attended the Fall Fest. And I really want to thank Director Eckenrode and his team for putting on Fall Fest, and all of our police and fire and service members that were there to assist with that. The event was a success. I think we estimated 1,500 people had came to the event. Good job. I mean, for someone who's been on the job for a couple months to get that up and running and have that done, I think you did an exceptional job in doing that. So thank you for all you did. Next on my list is the levy renewal, issue 38. I want to remind everyone that this has been on the ballot, and we've been utilizing this since the 60s. It's always passed. It's not an increase. It's the same as it always was. It's a critical levy that we utilize to support police, fire, and service personnel. So if you have any questions about that, please contact my office. But it's important that we renew that levy. But I also want to point out in Cleveland Magazine, as I have in every meeting for the past several, Macedonia is in the top 15 in Northeast Ohio for the lowest property taxes. That's something that we really should hang our hat on, and I'm very proud of that we've been able to maintain that at such a low level for our property taxes. So I would ask for everyone to take a hard look at that and understand that's something we've renewed since the 60s. It's never been an issue, and I hope that everyone renews that. We do have a planning commission opening. I have a couple candidates that have thrown their name in the hat. If you're interested, please contact myself in my office, or it's on the web. I believe there's a little blurb on there where you can email and send your resume for that. Service building is off and running again. We have a lot going out that very, very fast. I can assure you that Director Gelati and Director Wilson and I and Director Gadetti at times are working very diligently, and the building department's going to be involved here very soon. That project is running fast. We will see progress this year. So the dilapidated buildings that our service teams are operating out of is going to be a thing of the past, I would hope, by December of '26. That building will be up and running, and we'll vacate the other buildings that we're operating out of. So safety of the employees is paramount. That's the big reason behind all this, and didn't make much sense to continue putting money into 4 or 5 other facilities when we could have one new one, and it's probably not much more than it would have cost to rehab all the other ones. But the efficiency of it's what matters most. You may notice a lot of us are wearing breast cancer awareness things this evening. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We will do this in our next council meeting as well. We want to show our tribute to that. I want to thank Director Smith over here for all she did with getting things together with T-shirts and all the little trinkets and the money that's donated. It's all going to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. An amazing job you and your team have done with that. I appreciate that. But we want to show that we support that as well. That's why we're all wearing the gear this evening. So thank you for all that participated in that. I want to talk a little bit about infrastructure. So the city of Macedonia has done an awful lot under my tenure and this council for the most part in the past 8 years. I want to point out some facts of what has taken place. In the past 8 years, we have gotten $11,705,022 in outside funding. Now think about that. In 8 years, over $11 million, almost $12 million we've gotten from outside sources to help support our roads. That's a really, really big deal. That funded 22 roads. In all, we have paved 92 roads in the past 8 years. We are a 10 square mile town. To put that into perspective for people to think about, we're 10 square miles. We've paved 92 roads in 8 years. So when I think about the infrastructure of this town, it's roads. It's not traffic. It's not lights. It's taking care of our roads and doing the things that we're supposed to do. So when people talk about, where our tax dollars are going and what we're doing, that's a big piece of that. To break that down a little bit more, we have 68 lane miles. I'm sorry. Hold on. We have 135 lane miles. I'm sorry. We have paved 68 of those. So almost half of our roads have been repaved in the past 8 years. That's significant. There aren't many communities that are doing what we're doing, and I can only thank the voters for that. And Ms. Brandt had alluded to it, I believe, in our last meeting when we worked on the levy in the past that supported those roads. And essentially, it's the people that live here that recognize the need for that because we had no dollars for internal roads. But to do nearly half of your lane miles of roads and repave them and put them where they're supposed to be is something to hang our hats on. I'm very proud of that, and I think our community should be very proud of that. The total of all that was $16.9 million of what we've paved. So we're using the dollars efficiently. We're putting them where they're supposed to go. Our infrastructure is strong, and anyone that doesn't think it is really needs to reevaluate their thinking because we've done a really good job with that. And I thank all of council for supporting us in that effort. I thank the voters for approving those in the past. But I'm proud of that, and you should be too. Last but not least, please don't drive distracted. Put the phones down and drive your car. Committee reports.
Parks and Rec Commission will have our October meeting next Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Is it gonna be upstairs even though?
Yeah, you'll have to kind of peer through the plastic sheets.
Okay,
but
so it's
it's-
upstairs in the meeting
It's
room.
there still.
Okay, so if everyone wants to join us, it's a public meeting. You can come upstairs at 6 o'clock and we'll be there. That's end of my report.
Okay, Mayor, the last actual Finance Committee meeting will be October 23rd, where we'll go over the 2026 Annual Appropriations Ordinance, and then once the council meeting starts, we will have it at first reading.
Thank you. Department reports. Director Wilson.
Thank you, Mayor. Our new loader came in, which is record time of anything I've ever purchased in all of my life. It was like a week. They happened to have one that was kind of pre-ordered for someone else, and it worked out that they didn't need it or something, and we ended up getting it. So it's outside. Take a look. Steve said he wouldn't let the guys put it in the dirt or do anything with it until council saw it. So we do appreciate all your support, seriously. So we do like to bring this stuff up. There's also a new leaf machine out there and new leaf boxes. They're all decaled up and stuff. So pretty cool. Take a look at that. Speaking of leaves, the leaves start October the 14th, the day after Columbus Day, I guess it is. The next holiday. October the 14th, leaves start. All the info's on the website. Christmas lights, the guys are back knee deep in digging out Christmas lights and figuring out what works. It's like doing it at home, but times like 10,000 or a million. Like, imagine that. The new fire doors in the fire department, all the exterior doors, our guys just spent a lot of time replacing those. We wrapped up that project. Another big project I'm working on is with Samsara. It's our GPS in our trucks, basically our locators in our trucks. We're working on like a public facing type of snow informational map. Like you wouldn't be able to see like where the trucks are, but generally more of a general overview of like what we've accomplished snow wise within the city. So we're trying to work through that with Jordan from CVE and with Samsara and just organize all that. I've been working on that lately. Hopefully get that up and running for this coming snow season. If we get any, we probably won't.
Now you jinxed it, man.
In the audience.
And if we-
Coming tomorrow.
You already forgot last year.
Yep.
Director Gelati.
Yes, thank you. Work on Longwood Park Trail continues. About 60% of the trail is complete. What they've got finished looks really nice. Further paving work is scheduled to continue tomorrow. End of report.
Thank you. Director Eckendorf.
Thank you, Mayor. To mirror what you said, just want to thank everybody for making Fall Fest a great event. It was a great first event for our department, and it was great to have everybody on site at Longwood. The fireworks are great as well. Huge shout out to my team, especially Taylor Stillian, our new rec manager for marketing and events. She put a lot of work into it, and it showed. So thank you to everybody. Just a couple updates on the projects we've got going on. As Joe said, the trail project is very, very close to being complete. It's nice to see the visible progress there, and hopefully we'll be able to use the trail before any snow hits. The office renovation project at the MacRec, that is also really close to being complete. We've got walls up, we've got drywall up. They're going to start with the electrical here pretty soon, so hopefully a couple weeks we'll be not walking behind the plastic sheets. And the locker room down on the first floor, the family locker room, did run into a couple of delays due to some pipes being behind some walls that we didn't know were there. So delayed a little bit, but moving ahead, they're going to start framing the pods in that coming up here soon. So making progress. Completion for that is still scheduled for early 2026. End of report.
Thank you. Director Collins.
Thank you, Mayor. 31 help desk tickets since the last meeting. Just kind of a public service announcement for people. We are at the dawn of a new era now where AI-generated video is basically undiscernible to the human eye. The difference between real video and fake video can be generated by anybody for free at home in a matter of minutes with a lot of different free utilities. So just keep in mind, especially with the social media and the way it just pumps out all of these videos that are considered viral. Just because you see it now doesn't mean you can believe it, because now your eyes are lying to you. End of report.
Thank you. Assistant Building Commissioner Allen.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a few things. The sidewalk program is continuing. We had a few issues, but we're working through them. They were granted an extension, and basically we're a little bit over halfway through on that program. Of course, everybody's seen the new subdivision going in. You're starting to see the roads taking shape and different things like that. Weather's been great, so they've been able to make great progress in getting that up and running so that they can build the homes, get started after the first of the year. The Holiday Inn Express, they got the rough grade in, and finally getting some of the trucks off the road that they've been parking on along the side, so that'll be good for the public. And you'll be starting seeing the framing go up on that very, very soon. Same thing with the Divinity Landing. They're all about the same, schedule. They're all about ready to start getting framed up. And that is it.
Thank you. Director Smith.
Yes, I was going to speak about the cancer month for October, but the mayor did such a fabulous job. I have no report for this evening.
Thank you. Sorry to steal your thunder.
That's
Are
okay.
residents able to buy any of this
I'm
stuff?
sorry?
Are residents able to buy any of this
Anybody
stuff?
can buy it.
So if
We're
anyone wants-
actually going to donate some to the seniors
Okay.
Downstairs, and we don't want to pack it away again. We are seriously thinking about maybe looking at supporting a different type of cancer next year, because we know that maybe all of us or some of us have been touched by some type of cancer, and we thought maybe we would expand it a little bit next year, maybe do something a little different. It's just in its thought process, but we don't want to pack things away. What we don't give away and sell, we're going to donate to Susan B. Coleman, as long as it doesn't have City of Macedonia written on it, and maybe they can use it going forward in the future.
So if anyone wants stuff, can they come to the clerk's window?
Well, if they want it, it's going to be outside of HR. Would you prefer I leave it down here, Mayor?
You could just leave it here, it's fine.
Okay, then yes, they can come here, and I'll have to let you know where we want them to bring their money, because
Yeah,
I don't
right.
want to throw the clerks
Right,
under the
exactly.
bus.
Okay, if anyone wants to at least look at the stuff, it's down here in the
Yes, and I
council
will get you
chambers.
an answer by the first of next week how we want to, do.
Excellent.
Okay?
And the fire department also has their snazzy shirts for sale.
Yes, they do.
Right?
Chief Ripley.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll share with Chief Yakupovich, we had our public safety open house last night. Was a great success. And I will tell you the most enjoyable part of the evening, I had a lady come up with her son, and she was seeking me out because the squad had been to her house 2 weeks earlier. We transported her to Hillcrest Hospital, and according to the cardiac staff, the actions of the squad saved her life. And as she's telling me the story, her son had tears in his eyes. And for me, even though I don't answer many calls these days, that's what it's all about. And they came last night for that reason, and later in the evening, they tracked down the crew that was at her house. They took a photo, and they were just tickled to death. At one point, they were looking for the mayor. I don't know if they ever found you.
They did.
It was just very touching. A tale of two departments. Mr. Wilson, who thinks it's not going to snow this year, so I guess the loader can go back, but his truck shows up in 2 weeks. Our ambulances that we've already had on order for 18 months were supposed to be here in the spring. They've now been pushed to, they're going to start them in March of 27. And they will be delivered one in June and one in July. So the tale of our business. I did get a phone call this week from Clarence, Santa's head elf. Santa will be here for the Santa delivery program the second week of December. He put us on his schedule. It's hard and fast, and there'll be more information coming out in that in the future. End of report, Mayor.
I think I said this last year, but I thought the elf's name was Michael Diamond. Chief Yakupovich.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to thank Tommy and Robbie Capel. They're directors of an organization called Saving a Hero's Place that was started in 2013. They're home based out of San Antonio, Texas. They built and delivered a honor chair to us yesterday. The chair is in honor of fallen Macedonia police officer Gary Pastor. They really did a great job. I think our chair was the 209th that they've built across the country. They actually delivered one yesterday to Cleveland as well. For those that would like to see it, the chair will be displayed in the memorial area of the police department vestibule. End of report.
Thank you. Director Goodetti.
No report, Mayor.
Any unfinished business? Any new business?
I have two quick things. One thing, the police department has posted a couple times this summer about e-bikes and e-scooters on the road. I've talked to some residents that have concerns about kids riding the bike. I think it's awesome to go out and see so many kids and adults on bicycles and scooters. It really seems like there's been an uptick in action, so that's great. Everyone just needs to review the rules. E-bikes and bicycles, you have to stop at stop signs, you have to follow traffic rules, so please, you can look that up online. You can ask the police department for more guidance there, and there's some rules about specific to e-bikes, who can ride them and where. So it's great to see everyone out on the road. Just make sure you stay safe for your own protection and for your neighbor's protection. And also, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I want to encourage everyone that needs one to please go get a mammogram. We have a great facility here in Macedonia for that. The Twinsburg Cleveland Clinic is also really close. Mammograms are annoying. They can be a little bit painful. They can be hard. But someone close to me just recently went through radiation therapy, and I guarantee you she would take a mammogram every day over radiation therapy. So please go and get that done. It's easier than you think.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
We can make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.